If you want to learn a little bit more about the Enneagram and also find out why I have a love-hate relationship with this personality test, stick around. I'm going to give you a little intro into what the Enneagram is, as well as a guide to each of the 9 types of the Enneagram. Without further ado, the Enneagram is a theory of personality of 9 types. Different from the Myers-Briggs, the MBTI, which has 16, the Enneagram has 9 distinct types. Fun fact, Ennea is the Greek word for 9, and gramma means something that's drawn or written. Not really important, but fun to know nonetheless. The Enneagram was started by Bolivian psycho-spiritual teacher Oscar Ichazo from the 1950s. And some people think it goes well beyond that, back 4,500 years ago. Each of the 9 types is primarily focused on the fears and emotions that drive us. So probably the reason the Enneagram is not my favorite is that it is a little bit more negative than the other personality tests. But in some ways it's so good. It's good to be exposed to our weaknesses. It's good to know what we have to work on and what drives us from that point of view. So it's primarily used to help us better understand ourselves and to be able to grow. As I say in all my personality videos, the most important thing is to be able to use that test for personal growth. If it doesn't help you and you don't vibe with it, you don't jive with it, you don't need to go any further. But for many, the Enneagram is quite helpful. Now I'm going to talk about each type and give you a little overview to each one, so you'll finally be able to understand those memes that you see about the Enneagram all over the internet. Now don't let the following image overwhelm you, as we're just getting an intro into the Enneagram here, but this is important just to see this. So you'll see that there are 3 different triads when it comes to the Enneagram, so there are 3 different groups. 8, 9, and 1 belong in the gut triad, 2 through 4 belong in the heart triad, and 5 through 7 belong in the head or fear triad, as you'll sometimes see it called. Now, we don't need to get too far in depth here as far as triads and wings, but you can start to get a sense of how deep the Enneagram goes when you start to look at this image. Alright, now we're at the fun part where we're going to start to talk about the different types. I know this is the part you just can't wait for. You may even fast forward to what you think your type might be. And as you listen to the following attributes of each Enneagram type, not all of them will resonate with you, even if you are that type. These are very broad generalizations, but use them as a starting point. Type number 1, the perfectionist, or as you'll sometimes see it called, the reformer. This includes famous people such as Harrison Ford, Julie Andrews, or Eleanor Roosevelt. And the main parts of an Enneagram 1 are as follows: patient and responsible, critical or judgmental, rule-oriented, compare themselves to others, their word is everything, black and white worldview, produce monumental works when they finally finish their task, desire a life of service and integrity. As you go through these and as you listen to each type, start to think about what you are. You can take a test to determine the Enneagram, and I'll put a link to that in the description below, but for the most part, you can determine your own types. Enneagram type number 2 is the helper. Famous 2s include Glenn Close, Princess Diana of Wales, Desmond Tutu. The primary attributes of the helper are takes care of others, think people should naturally understand other people's needs, great listener, empathetic, can spot the need in others, great at giving, but struggle with receiving, sometimes give too much and expect the same back, have a hard time saying no, and they care what people think. Number 3 is the performer. Famous people: Muhammad Ali, Lady Gaga, Will Smith. Think actors and actresses, people that really want that attention, that limelight. Competitive and loves to win. Persuasive and cunning. Go-getters, fast and furious, leave others in the dust. Leaders who struggle to follow, win others over, and they're workaholics. Number 4, the romantic, or the artist, which just happens to be my type, along with Cate Blanchett, Liam Neeson, Edgar Allan Poe. Dramatic, nonconformist, emotional, desire uniqueness and individuality. Non-social but intense, sensitive and self-conscious. They're often misunderstood. They're extremely creative and attuned to the world's needs. Number 5 is the investigator, or the thinker. Think Marie Curie, Bill Gates, Nikola Tesla. Takes care of self first, deeply analytical. Put thoughts over feelings to make decisions. Prefer small groups over large crowds. Can feel awkward around others. Internal processors need time to process what just happened. Enneagram type number 6, the loyalist. Think Tom Hanks, Meg Ryan, Hugh Grant. Or if you're into Harry Potter, Ron Weasley was absolutely a 6. Struggle with fear, anxiety, and the monster in the closet. Strong observational skills. I guess except for Ron in that situation. Skeptical, likes to play devil's advocate. Loyal, understanding, funny, and compassionate. Making decisions can be difficult. Productive and logical thinkers. Number 7, the enthusiast. Think George Clooney, Whoopi Goldberg, Tina Turner. Or just that friend that you have that is just always the life of the party, ready to go. 7 is probably one of the most fun types. Full of life and energy. Always ready for the next adventure. More susceptible to addiction than other types. Love to keep options open. Struggle to get important things done. Give others energy. Enneagram type number 8, the challenger. Sandra Bullock, Winston Churchill, Frank Sinatra. Seek justice and rightness. Can be blunt, aggressive, and argumentative. Stand up to bullies, usually not bullies themselves though. Loyal to a fault. Tough exterior but are often passionate and sensitive underneath. Leaders. And 9, the peacemaker. Abraham Lincoln, Matt Damon, Queen Elizabeth III. And actually, my wife, Miranda, is a 9 as well. Natural mediators who desire harmony. Conflict avoidant. Great followers and members of a team. Non-self-starting, think about themselves last. Thrive with routine and organization. Slow to start, but hard to stop. So the Enneagram, as with other personality tests, is just great for viewing personality, figuring out who you are, and seeing how you're different from others. Be sure to use other tests to cross-reference your results here. As you can see, I'm an INFJ on the Myers-Briggs and a 4 on the Enneagram, and that actually fits pretty well. But use that to build your own personality blueprint. Comment below with your type. If you have any questions on the Enneagram or any personality tests, just let me know. Give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, do all those fun things. And until next time, have a great day.